Didi, people are afraid nowadays because there are so many conflicts. What do you think can be done about it on a personal level?
It is very clearly visible how much everywhere what is happening, it's a reaction of something. And it is a reaction of discontentment. Discontentment with the self, discontentment with other people. Whatever wish or vision, people make very, very elevated vision, high vision, hopes. Especially when youth are growing, they are brought up with this hopes from parents, they are brought up with this vision that they will do something special. But day by day, deterioration is taking place. Day by day, the things are becoming worse. Economy, health, relationship with each other, situations in the society, every field of life is some kind of thing, like something is going wrong. What is going wrong is that the deep within, each individual wants something which brings character, something that I say should be values in life. Everybody wants something value, based on value, but values are not being used. And it is reaction to not being used what the human being, the inner being is looking for. So parents become dissatisfied with the children, children becomes dissatisfied with parents. Expectations are a lot of expectations of each other. And in this way what happens, capacity is not being increased. Capacity in a sense, the power within the individual. Look at what we are eating nowadays. The food does not have power anymore. Water is polluted. Environment is, we can see this always threatening. And so when there is a threat from everywhere, there is threat from within the self as well. And so it is a reaction to this inner dissatisfaction. It means not living up to the values that we expect of our own selves and expects of others. And the most common, most important value is respect for each other, love for each other. What is a family if there is no love and respect? Why it is not love? Because there is no love for the self. And when there is not love for the self, I am not able to sustain my own self. My own energy is consumed in fear, in tension, frustration, tiredness. Want to do a lot, but it's competition everywhere. And so because of this competition everywhere, one has a fear inside whether I will be able to overcome this or not. And why it is competition? Either there is a jealousy, or there is greed, or there is concurrence in that I am no less, I want to prove. So people then work more than what their capacity is. And because it is given much more and reward is less, so why this violence will come from inside? Because achievement is less, efforts are being put more. in it. But the basis is not the real basis. When is anything we are doing a lot because the foundation is negative? I want to prove myself. I want to make other people realize where they have gone wrong. I want to tell my parents that your sustenance was not good. I can do myself better. Parents want to prove the children are wrong. Children wants to prove parents are wrong. And so it is always blaming each other. And in this way, this word one is Beleidigung, causes Leid, causes pain. And when the pain is there is a fear of breaking down everything. It means we have gone very far from the inner truth. Where there's truth, there's no fear. One does not need to prove anything. When there's natural something, there is joy. There might be some struggles on the way. Like in nature, there is a season, there is time that everything under the snow gets hidden. All tree becomes barren. No fruits, no flowers are there. But inside is a process of still sustaining the self, maintaining that inner energy. What has happened with human beings? That they are not maintaining the inner energy while being challenged by the external demands. And demands are increasing, values are decreasing, expectations are increasing, responsibility is decreasing. And everybody thinks, why should I do? Others can also do. And when they think others put the responsibility on others, we become internally lazy. We become careless. On one side, very active. And that active is because of show. I want to prove myself. But when the real qualities are there, there's no need to prove the self. The sun doesn't prove that it is light. It's heat, it's warm. The clouds might hide the light of the sun, but the sun's light is still there with the sun. What happens with us? When people try to defame us, people try to blame us, we begin to believe that we have lost everything. We don't realize this is a test for me to maintain my honor, to maintain my truth, to maintain or sustain myself with my own power. It means that we became dependent how others see us. And then we want to please others, and their expectations are not necessary that they want to give us something. They want to receive us from something. And we are becoming empty, and when you are empty, you don't have power. And when you don't have power, frustration comes, anger comes. So anger is because of inner fear of becoming empty. Inner emptiness is internal emptiness, external emptiness. And this is what it is. And that makes weak. An empty thing shakes very quickly. A pot is full of water, very big. When you are passing or by your foot touch it, the pot will make you fall because it's very heavy and it is full. And if the pot is empty, it begins to move around, it loses its base. And so our emptiness creates fear in us. So we need to make ourselves full. What can be done? Come back to the self. The original self, the real me, the eternal being. My true value of myself is peace. My true value of myself is love. My true value of myself is truth, benevolence. And then I begin to use in a positive way. And the more the positivity increases, the joy increases. The sun shines, darkness disappears. without any fight. So this is what is the reality. Let the light shine and darkness, the fear of darkness disappear.
Thank you,
Thank
Didi.
you. Pleasure. It's my pleasure.